What's going on, everybody? Macattacka here, and I definitely just scrolled all the way up to the wrong banners. Alright, here we go. Sorry about that. So, today, obviously, in the title, a continuation of the A&A series. And I really originally didn't even think I would do this video because I think it's pretty obvious about everyone's thoughts on these two banners, if you don't know. In less than 24 hours, maybe, LR Goku and Vegeta, aka LR VEGITO and LR GOGETA, will be coming to Global Dokkan Battle. And they are pretty good cards. So I pulled them up here. Because basically the video is going to break down which one you probably should summon for. And of course, if you're new here, which by the way, subscribe because we do cool stuff. And I'm going to stream as soon as those banners go live, if not maybe half an hour later. So all the other big streamers can stream first, and that everyone who's still riding the hype from watching them can come watch me, you know what I mean? I should have about 1,000 stones. All going to go for VEGITO first. So come check it out. Whenever those do go live, I will be here. Hopefully, God will, I won't be at work. If you're new here, this series, we have a scale of 1 to 3. 1 being a pass and 3 being an absolute summon. Of course, this is a 3. Some of the most value you will ever get out of a banner. There's, from what data mining shows, it'll be tickets like VEGITO Blue and Rose. It'll be discounted, most likely. It'll be a buy 3, get 1 free. Plus, both banners have a plethora of amazing cards. I mean, this banner's pretty good, and this banner's even better than that, because this banner has like every GOGETA unit, and every GOGETA unit's really good. Which is true for VEGITO too, but, well, we'll get there. So, the age-old question is, which one's better? Now, if we're talking just card to card, right? If you have a free slot open on your hero team, you got every color, you want one of them, even though you really have no reason to not run both. But you want one. Purely based on best card, it's VEGITO. VEGITO is the better of the two. Really only when they transform. Honestly, untransformed, I'm pretty sure these two are actually better because they actually link with their team better. Because Experienced Fighter is common on the Fusion link just because of VEGITA or GOGETA. Whereas the Potara team, that link is much less common. Which is why Bardock and GOGETA are actually, I believe, optimal on this team. This optimal team for Potara looks so fucking weird. Because there's like 3 on Potara members. So if you don't know what these two do, they each are category plus key plus 3, HP attack plus 170%, defense plus 130% for their respective categories. GOGETA being Fusion and VEGITO being Potara. And as you know, both of those teams are really, really powerful. Personally, I think the Potara team is a lot more fun just because it's tankier and has a little more utility with like the LR Goku Black and the Rose. VEGITO counters. Has a little bit more going on with it. The Fusion team basically just hits stuff really hard. Which is why I'm not as big a fan of that team personally. But before we get like into the, as I said, of course, if your favorite character is GOGETA, go for GOGETA. Like, please, go for your favorite character. But if we're talking pure card to card, VEGITO's better because when he fuses, he is like undeniably the best card in the game. Can I see? Oh, here it is. Yeah, we'll talk a little bit more in depth about them later. We'll talk about the banners first, real quick. Well, this is VEGITO's banner. Yeah, okay, so these 4 cards are featured across both banners, and they are all pretty okay cards. All of these are pretty okay cards. Pulling them, you will pull them, most likely. And they're decent. Pretty easy rainbows on this banner, especially because most people are probably going to go all in, which I think you should. And, I mean, they're not bad. None of them are bad cards. Excuse me. None of them are bad cards. But they don't Dokkan Awaken yet, and these two are available in the Battlefield shop whenever that comes to Global. So that's that. Now, we'll talk about VEGITO's banner first because we're here. So, obviously, feature cards include LR Goku, or SSR Goku and VEGITA, which turn into LR VEGITA, or GOGETA. God, that's a lot of Itas and Go's. And now, feature cards, we have Super Saiyan 4 GOGETA. I believe only the second time he's ever come back. Amazing card. Janemba, which is not a very... the reason I like this is because I don't think a lot of people have him. And he himself, while not a great card, I mean, he's good, right? Don't get me wrong. He's not bad. He's good. Obviously, he's much weaker compared to this row. But it's good for people to have him just so they have the ability to do Super Battle Road. He's actually one of the reasons I actually want to go on this banner. And then we have Ink Gogeta, which is just a superior... These two are just the superior versions of these two, which is unfortunate. It's a real shame that these are featured. Sorry, I got a text. It's kind of important. My car is in the shop right now. So obviously, if you pull these two, it's unfortunate, especially if you have this guy you're still pulling, because this version, these two are strictly better than these two, and you cannot run them on the same team because they have the same name. So this banner is a really good value, just because these 4 cards are all really solid and fun. Like, their super animations are really cool, actually. They're fun cards, and these 4 are just really damn good cards. Now, Vegito's banner is very similar, but slightly worse. One, I believe there's one more featured card. No, they're the same, my bad. But the card quality is slightly lower because these 3, actually these 4, well, so a lot of people probably have these 3 cards. They've been around for a long time now. They have, I mean, these 2 are old. This one's pretty old too. And this guy's come back on a lot of banners, man. So is Buhan, Vegito. And this Kid Buu, while a really good card, I have rainbowed. He's been on a ton of banners recently. I would not be... Oh, Chad's playing Smite. I would not be against if they replaced him with anyone, because I don't want him. However, these 2 cards are amazing. These 2 cards, and this card, if you don't have the free-to-play or the tech one, this card's still incredible on Potara. Don't get me wrong, the physical Vegito is amazing on Potara, so please, if you pull him and you don't have the others, use him, because he is really good. And then, of course, these 2 cards is what you really want to shoot for. I only have one of this guy, so I'm really excited. Chad, can you play Smite some other time? I'm really excited to pull dupes, because this card gets... Vegito cards get so much better with dupes. And if you're wondering, I'm going 1,000 stones in, so I'm hoping I can pull... The dream is to pull 2 dupes of LR Vegito. That's what I'm trying to shoot for. Because I don't want to quite rainbow him in case he ever comes back and I pull another dupe. However, I do want him to crit as much as he can. So I kind of want... The dream would be to pull 3 in 1,000 stones. If this is going to happen, no clue. But do I want it to happen? Yes. So, broke down the banners. If we're talking pure banner quality, I think Gogeta's is just slightly better. Just because it doesn't have quite as dated cards on it. But they're both very good banners. And of course, they're going to be mad discounts, stone discounts, purple stone, which we talked about, by the way. It is the last video, is the purple stone. That will be at the end if you want to watch that. Give my thoughts on who you should pick if you decide to pick that pack up. Also, real quick, I know we're getting off track a lot. There's a blue stone in the Baba shop. It's a pack. It comes with some like orbs, I think, training items, Kais, and then the blue stone. It's like $45. Please don't pick that up. That is a huge fucking waste of money. Especially before the stone discounts show up. For old ass cards, it's gross. It's fucking gross that they would do that. So do not pick that up unless you are like hard baller whale and don't give a fuck, right? But seriously, I really don't want you to do that. I think that's a silly decision. If you did. So, on to the cards a little bit more. They both have the exact same passive. Before they fuse, they are like the exact same card. Raise the attack for 1 turn, Mega Colossal. Raise the attack with Mega Colossal. Attacking defense 120%. Key plus 2 for additional Rainbow Key. Yep. Okay, so before they transform to the exact same card, I think their links might even be the same. Golden Warrior, Super Saiyan. Oh no, actually. He loses Golden Warrior for the Saiyan lineage. It looks like. Yeah. Wow. Huh. Whatever. Both the links are not great anyway. He gets more categories though. He's actually on the Majin Buu Saga category. So you can run him on... I have no idea why you... No clue why you would, but I mean you can. However, when 6 turns have passed, and when your health is below 50%, they will fuse. First of all, both their arts are fucking baller, dude. Look at how good that looks. God damn. And when they fuse, they both turn into the best and second best card in the game, respectively. So Gogeta, he decides that passives are bullshit and just gets attack and defense plus 150%. Like, not even for super tag either, just for existing. They get that. They both get that. However, they both get key plus 3 per key sphere obtained. He gets Soul Punisher, which lowers attack and defense. And, where was it? It's super effective against all types. There you go. We get the Gogeta passive. And if you haven't seen these cards before, yes, that means Vegito gets counters. And he raises all eyes attack by... So, he gets attack and defense with 150%. And he gets, just for existing, he doesn't have to super first, and he counters. This card, like, this card's the second hardest card in the game, and it hits, like, its average DPT, damage per turn, is, like, 3,000,001. Like, 3.1 mil. And that's the second highest in the game. Vegito's is 5 point something. Like 5.3, I think. Vegito takes every other card in the game and smacks him right off the list, dude. This card hits so... Especially if you have a dupe. If this kid can counter, he is undeniably the best card in the game. Now, what you need to know. While both these cards are very, very dope, really shiny, look awesome, you'll probably end up seeing Gogeta a little bit more than Vegito. Actually, you probably won't see either, because once 6 turns, both these teams are going to run over an event in 6 turns. It doesn't matter. Unless you're, like, purposely trying to make it last long, both of these teams will run over any event in 6 turns. Plus, the Potara team is really tanky. So getting below 50% HP is actually pretty hard with them, especially if you have Goku Black LR, because he heals. A little bit easier with this team because they don't have as much healing, but still, they do so much damage. No event's going to last 6 turns. These two are only you're going to see these cards right here, not the transform. These ones 95% of the time, and that's not even an exaggeration. Which is a shame. If their transform mechanic was just tuned less a little bit, then it would be better. And that's really the video, guys. I'm excited. Once again, please subscribe so you know when I go live. Love to tap that like button if you're hyped as hyped? I can't even talk. I'm so excited. Hyped as I am. I have work today, but hopefully when I get back, we'll know a little bit more about when these banners drop, because I don't know the exact time, but if it's anything like the other anniversaries, it was like midday. So maybe Sunday midday. Either way, I'll be there. At least right after. I'll give a warning. I'll put like an event, schedule an event on YouTube, because I'll stream through YouTube. So please, once again, I know I've asked like 5 times this video, subscribe, because I want you to be here for that. Love to tap that like button. Don't hurt yourselves. Save your stones. I'll see all of you next time.